Hello everyone, this is Supersnoopy here, back with another SWTOR Republic video. Today I have you guys another SWTOR Republic discussion episode. This episode is going to be going over bugs and glitches that I have found in SWTOR Republic / some game-breaking ones and etc. Just going over them, how they affect the game, and more. So I hope you guys enjoy this SWTOR Republic discussion episode. As always, if you do, then make sure to leave a like. And if you guys want some nice game glasses, then check the link down below. No scope game glasses. But yeah, hope you guys enjoy this video, and I will see you guys in the discussion. But yeah, guys, today's topic is going to be on bugs and glitches. So let's go ahead, get right into it. So what is a bug / a glitch? Now, what that is basically it's something in the game that is unintentional. It's not meant to happen. It can be game breaking. It can be just an annoyance. It can be basically anything that's annoying, but is actually not meant to happen. Now, with these glitches, there are quite a few in this game that have been fixed / not fixed and etc. But I'm just going to go over the few that have been fixed / haven't been. So the first one I'm going to be going over is one of the most recent ones. It's going to be the Ravager's exploit / glitch. Now, what this was it was a time when there was a glitch in-game that allowed you to do one of the new operations. You could do the last boss. You basically could get the loot for the last boss without even killing him or doing absolutely anything. So that was one of the game-breaking glitches / bugs. And what those are is it's where people abuse them usually or try to do stuff that's unintentional, not meant to happen. And it can really mess up the whole entire game balance. Now what most people did, that most people that actually got banned for, were people were actually selling lockouts of hard mode. From what I hear, which obviously is a bannable offense, so obviously people got banned, suspended, and whatnot for that, so that's kind of an example of a game-breaking glitch, and it's one of the most recent ones. Then there's other bugs that were recently discovered. Some were messed up with PvP, where you could have no PvP armor, and you would act like you have full, because the system that allows you to have PvE armor, but try to be PvP equivalent, and decreases armor value and stuff. That was bugged at a time, so you could be having like PvP armor stats even though you're wearing full PvE armor, which is really overpowered. Yeah, there are those very few ones, obviously, that were bugs and glitches, but obviously were fixed. And there used to be other ones when this game came out. For example, in one of the oldest operations called the Eternity Vault, that was a buggy mess because people would try to do the operation, but when they did it, there would be all sorts of strange glitches, like the boss would be falling in the floor, you wouldn't be able to see him, you wouldn't be able to attack him, anything. So those are some bugs that were really irritating and annoying that would happen every so often. But yeah, obviously, those can give you a good idea of what bugs and glitches are. Obviously, they're in most games. If you look at any game, you're likely going to find at least one bug or one glitch in particular, but those are just some of the very few that are in this game. Like, obviously there are a bunch of bugs with this new expansion. There were, based on some people. I mean, I haven't seen a ton of bugs, but I've seen a few weird ones. For example, in one of the fights in one of the new operations, Temple of Sacrifice, some of the bosses can actually, in one encounter, can actually just stay on the ground even though they're not supposed to, and will just stand there. You can't attack them, do anything, and it's really weird. And then there's also a bunch of weird glitches where if you don't like taunt a boss, then he'll instantly reset because the game thinks you're not in a room. I mean, that's been happening often with a few bosses. Some of those are mechanics, but yeah, there's some bosses that glitch like that where if you don't taunt them, if you teleport to a different room, they can instantly despawn and stuff, which is another, I say, game-breaking bug because it doesn't allow you to complete an ops if you aren't careful. So yeah, those are just the very few bugs and glitches I've encountered, but from what I hear, there are quite a few bugs and glitches that I actually haven't encountered that I have described a bit. But as you can tell, I mean, just bugs in general, they happen in most games, and I don't think people realize that. I mean, yes, obviously when there's a new patch, there are going to be some bugs and glitches and etc. I mean, that's just kind of a given. But I don't know. People were saying that not many people were invited to the public test server for this new expansion for Shadow of Revan. That's why there might be a ton of bugs, but I don't even know. Maybe there was something near the end of development that happened, or bugs that you couldn't actually notice until the servers were live. But those are just bugs in general. I mean, there's not much to talk about them, really. I thought it would be a good topic just to discuss some of them that have happened. And, I mean, there isn't much the player can do besides just go into the actual customer service tab and just report the bug. Because that does help them notify it and etc. And also there's the forums, because I know that, well, hopefully that the developers do check the forums and then they fix the bugs according to that. Because I'm pretty sure there is a bug report section that they do check every so often to fix bugs in upcoming patches. So there is that. Obviously they do listen, but not all the bugs can be fixed, which I don't think some people realize. Some people think that when you're making a game, you can instantly just fix a bug the second you actually do it. Which, I mean, it's kind of stupid thinking. I mean, I don't want to offend anyone, but it is kind of stupid to think that you can fix a bug, like, almost instantly. But if it does take a while, which I know some people have gotten irritated by this, because some bugs haven't been fixed to this day and stuff, then obviously it is understandable to get irritated. Because, I mean, if a bug's been here for a while and no one has bothered to fix it, and you've constantly told people, you know, in the bug section and etc., and nothing has happened, I can understand, for example, in that, if you're, like, irritated, but I just don't understand why people complain if, like, a bug comes out after, like, one patch a day. It's like, oh, we need to make an emergency patch for this bug that's just an annoyance and doesn't mess you up all the time. So that's just my thinking on it. I mean, if it's a game-breaking bug, then obviously an emergency patch mightn't be needed. But if it's like a small bug, then I don't see why people complain. So that's just my little view on bugs. Well, bugs in general, some of the community's input. Obviously, not everyone does that, where if they see a bug, they start saying, you gotta fix this instantly. But if it's a game-breaking bug, then I can honestly understand why people would be irritated. I would be too. But yeah, guys, that's this discussion on topics. As you can tell, I mean, it was a somewhat short topic. There's not much need to be discussed. But I thought I would talk about it since it is noticeable. It happens in all games. I just thought what some of the small bugs that have been fixed in the past and stuff in this particular game. But yeah, just before I go, I just want to mention is that you just got to understand that with bugs, obviously, sometimes they take a while to fix. I know I just mentioned this. But just understand that, because I see players far too often just complaining that bugs need to be fixed the second a patch goes up and there's a bug by mistake. Which, like I said, you just don't need to worry about. Just let them know, and hopefully hopefully they'll actually fix it. If they don't, then, you know, that's kind of a shame. I mean, I've seen that happen in multiple cases. But I'm not complaining. Unless it's like a bug that irritates me and happens to me 24/7, then I won't complain. But yeah, that's just kind of this topic on bugs and glitches and more. So I hope you guys enjoyed the Star Wars Republic discussion episode. Quite short, but it did go over quite an interesting topic and my opinions and views on it. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, then make sure to leave a like and subscribe. And I will see you guys next time.